Hi, this is Ajmal the developer and welcome back to HTML tutorial number 18 on HTML YouTube API. So this video is rather a short video on HTML APIs. So we are going to look into how we can embed a video within our HTML document. So this is the quickest and safest way to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go through a few necessary steps before we start coding. So first thing first, upload your video to YouTube. That's what you want to do in order to be able to access your YouTube API. Second, make sure you take a note of the video ID, which I will demonstrate in the coding process. Third, define an iframe element in your web page, which we will again take a look into in the coding process. Fourth, let the source attribute point to the video URL. We will get into that as well. And last but not least, use the width and height attributes to specify the dimensions of the player. For example, you want to box of the player on the right, left, or center. You want to use the height and weight to basically specify how big you want your video player to be. So let's go ahead and get our hands dirty with coding. All right. So as usual, we will create a simple boilerplate, and we're going to do most of our coding inside the body. And for the purpose of this video, our coding is very little. So all we need to do is to declare an iframe statement and basically embed our YouTube API. So the way to do that, you would start with your iframe and you would first specify your width dimensions. So width, I'm gonna give it a 520 pixel, and height, let's do 445, just a random number, and again it depends on what you want to do. And this is the important part, source, and this is where we embed our YouTube URL as well as the ID. YouTube URL is general YouTube URL, and the ID is unique pertaining to your YouTube video. So the YouTube URL would be HTTPS columns and to / and www.youtube.com / and this word is very important, embed. This would basically instruct the HTML page to embed this video within the page. This embed word is actually not a part of your YouTube URL, but it is something that you only use to embed your video within your HTML page. So it's best to take a note of that, because this embed is a keyword. So I wanted to emphasize on that, embed, and then / again. And this is where you want to put your ID. So we're gonna actually jump into a YouTube video that I have and start basically actually grab that ID. So I'm gonna go to my own page, and let's go ahead and click on this video, and this would be the ID that we're actually looking for. So you wanna, it's the letters or characters after the equal at the end. So you wanna basically copy that part, and we can actually close this for now and go back to our video. And after embed / you want to paste that ID, and that is all basically for that. So obviously you close your iframe, and that's that. So that's all it takes. Quite simple. So we want to save this and actually run it to see if it works. So right click, open in other browser, and if everything's right, it should start working. Perfect. You see, So that's the dimension that we specified, a height and width, and our video is embedded in our web page. So if you click it, it should run. That's it. That's all it takes. So the easiest way to embed your video would be using the YouTube API. You can obviously convert your video to MP3, load it within your file, but that's a lengthy and long process. And when you have this option available, you can take advantage of this when you want to actually skip that converting process. So that is all for this video. Actually, this was a quick video to show you how to use the YouTube API, and you might find this useful actually. So appreciate your time and effort, and I will see you in HTML tutorial number 19 hopefully. Thank you and have a great day.